Don't enter into life's arena unarmed. Let Parker show you how to make fear work for you. Even enjoy fear. What money says when it talks. The heartbeat of time. The vital importance of momentum. How to be the person you always wanted to be. And keeping your dreams alive. For 2 decades, Parker has traveled hundreds of thousands of miles as he built his career in a manner that brings forth a wealth of information. Town to town, prospect to prospect, audience to audience. There is no man like this anywhere.
I'm back. Same neighborhood, bigger house. I can stand on the deck of the one I got now and look at the one I lost. Plus, you know those people I told you that enjoyed watching me move my furniture out? Well, I position this one where they can't see the ocean anymore. At the runaround mine, was that a seagull I just saw? That big mouth car guy's back again. Oh no. You know, everybody's got an enemy, don't you? We all have enemies. Let me tell you a way to drive an enemy crazy. Can I tell you how to drive an enemy crazy? Come on, let me give you the clue. Can I do that? We've all got an enemy. We all do. That's okay. Don't hate them. Just use them. Let me tell you how to drive an enemy crazy. All right? A lot of you shaking your heads. Yes, we all got an enemy. Be successful. You'll drive them nuts. A lot of them even have to come up to me today and go, I knew you were going to do it. I told everybody he would. That ain't what they told me. That ain't what they said either. But you see, I like something Elizabeth Taylor says. Success is sweet deodorant. Helps get rid of all the stinky smells. If you haven't been getting out of this career what you want, you can change. And get rid of all the stinky smells. Because those unproductive months don't smell very good. I know that's a crude way of describing it, but it's the truth, isn't it, folks? They really don't. I like something that William Shakespeare said. He said, let not your thoughts be your, hear this, prisons. Let not your thoughts be your prisons. As we think, that's who we are. Hear that word, think? I had mentally locked myself right up. And society is full of fellow inmates right now that want to lure us in. Do you all hear what I'm saying? I mean, they're out there, and they're dangerous, aren't they? See, we're just about finished. And I couldn't say anything any more than you to let not your thoughts be your prisons. Because I'll tell you something, when I sat in front of that house, I sat there and I said, there's one thing you do better than 99 and 9/10% of the people on the planet Earth. 99 and 9/10% of the people on the planet Earth, there's one thing I can do better than most of them. I can what? What can I do?
Whatever you want to do.
I do it better than 99 9/10% of the people on the planet Earth. What is it? I can what?
Sell.
Sure. Say it louder, please.
Sell.
Yeah, you're right. I can what?
Sell.
You better believe it. Tell me, what did I say I can do? Yeah, you bet. You see, when I got up one morning and saw that 80,000 people were going to be laid off from General Motors, I said to myself, thank God I am in the automobile business. Thank God that I can sell. I control my own destiny, my own income. If I want to give myself a raise, I got to get in front of more people and make better presentations and ask for the money. That's all I got to do. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Simple enough, isn't it? One last thing. I knew you'd like my chain. A couple of you people lit up when I pulled this up. People go, when's he going to get that chain up? Ooh, the chain. Last thing is the chain. And when I went through that year and a half, I wore this everywhere I'd go. Used to have it on in one pocket, you know, wore it everywhere. Had it all locked all around me. They call this my denial chain. Denial is not a symbol of freedom any more than this chain is. You see, I said if you will admit that you're the problem, that's a very positive news, and when you admit that you got a problem, then you can do something about it, and you can change, and change is great. And then if you'll think, and you'll admit, and you're a problem, and you'll be willing to save yourself from yourself. Incredible thing to do. But if you deny that you're the problem, that's no symbol of freedom any more than this chain is. That's just like if we pre-qualify the customers in selling, we don't stop doing it, it's not a symbol of freedom. That's just like in selling. If we don't keep score, you got to finish a month before you start one. What I mean, you got to know what you want to make before you start it, and you got to know how many you got to sell and how many you got to talk to do it. You got to do it. If you don't do it, it won't work. You're an accident looking for a place to happen. And any road will get you nowhere. And not only that, I start a month, you got to make sure you got enough left over for yourself. I don't call paying the bills making money. That's existing. Am I right? That's all that is. That stuff with the little windows on it. You know, I'll tell you what, it's out here right now. Hey, if you don't accept responsibility for problems, customers that are upset, and it's a challenge, you're denying the fact that that's what it takes to win. If you don't do everything you possibly can to make this company stronger and better, and by the way, those of you in sales, if you don't use that new building and being in this one as a reason for them to buy right now, you are missing a great opportunity. I worked in a Ford dealership one day, and we came to work, and the dealership was gone. It was gone. We all came to work and went, what happened to the dealership? It was gone. Gone. They had a fire. I mean, a fire. It was gone. Service, sales. It was history. They were already sweeping up the ashes, and the trailers were on the way in. This guy moved fast. We got the trailers in. I went, what happened to the dealership? They had a fire. We sold more cars out of those trailers. Everybody came in, boy, we were having that fire sale. Yeah. Truck coming with a new load, they were on fire sale. I mean, boy, you couldn't pick a better time than when to buy one. Right now. I mean, tell you, we're having a sale here because we're moving that new building, and Bob said he won't sell so many by the day because we got to get them. We got to move them over there. I mean, you picked the right time right now. You can, a lot of people right now, their mentality could be, well, I'll get going when I get over in that new building. That's the wrong way of thinking. That's the way that no man wants you to think. Do it now. Make it happen now. Use this now. And by the way, if you're willing to change and you want to change, do it now so when you get there, you don't have to make that major move. Go ahead there and do it now and take the new person over to the new building from this building. Does that make sense? You're letting that TV and this herd out here influence your life and get into your family and get into your checkbook and get into your refrigerator and get into your son's going to summer camp, get into your kids' Nikes, get into those things that you can do for your family and deprive you and rob from you, and you don't admit that that's happening, that is no more a symbol of freedom than this chain is. You see, this chain reminds me of a story of an elephant being the most powerful beast on the planet Earth. See, when a circus wants an elephant, they place an order for it just like somebody would for a car or truck. And they send it off out into the jungle, and safari hunts down the most powerful beast on the planet Earth. And when they find him, they take a powerful rifle, and they shoot him from a distance, and they hit him with his pellet, and it sedates him. And the most powerful beast on the planet Earth hits the ground, and the ground must tremble when he hits it. And then while he's unconscious, they run over there and they take this great big chain, and they wrap it around that great big leg, and then they wrap it around a great big tree, and they get out of there before that bad boy gets up and realizes this is on him. Do y'all remember a few years ago when that elephant broke loose in that circus? Saw it on TV, man, he was tearing down tents and everything. I'll never forget, there was one picture I liked the most. It was a cameraman, and the elephant was tearing down everything, and he was running away from the elephant with his camera in the air. And I know that he was saying to himself, I'll get a picture of Michael Jackson. I'm not dealing with his elephant. See, when his elephant gets up and he realizes it's on him, he starts pulling on it and pulling on it. Boy, you remember those things that we were saying earlier? Frustrated, denial, you know, all of these things that we kept saying and we kept talking about. Well, boy, that's what that represents. He gets frustrated, and he gets anger, and he procrastinates, and he puts it off, and he associates with the wrong people. He's dominated by the herd. He keeps pulling on it and pulling on it. And one day, he takes that great big leg, he puts it down, and he stops. And they look over there at him, and they go, I do that pretty good, don't I? I'm glad you're on the front row. Plus, you're beautiful. Beautiful ladies up here. Thanks, Bob. Puts their leg down, they look at him, they say, he's putty in our hands. All they have to do is put him on a ship and send him away to a circus. And when they get him now, all they have to do is drive a wooden stake in the ground and attach a rope to it. And attach that rope to that great big leg. And every time he goes to pick it up, and he feels that rope, it reminds him of this chain. He puts it right back down. The most powerful beast on the planet Earth is not physically defeated. How's he defeated? Mentally. Well, as we think, that's exactly who we are. And that was the whole focus of this meeting today. As we think, that's who we are. Now, I don't want you to leave here today without anything. I'm gonna something I've created that Bob's going to give you and the company's going to give you to help you remind you a lot of these things from today. I've done something that I'm very proud of. I've taken a coin and I've put the no man on one side of it. And on the other side it says, never give up. Remember, the elephant gave up. Now there's a third side of this coin, it's the edge, which is not only never ending on this coin, it's never ending in our lives. You see, the edge is the fine line, stick with me, that we all walk every moment of every day. Remember that ongoing inner conversation I talked about? Only two choices. Either you do or you don't. Either you listen or you don't. Either you believe what somebody's saying or you don't. You see, that represents the decisions that we make. We have to make a decision. Am I going to do this or am I going to quit? Am I going to keep selling or am I going to stop? I'll never forget, I asked a salesperson up in San Diego, what do you think is your greatest asset in selling? This guy's about 58, top guy in the dealership. What do you think it is? He said, I give awesome demos. I never forgot that. I loved it. I said, anything else? That's it. He said, I just give awesome demos. Never ask a person. I give a new salesperson a tip. In the meantime, maybe somebody else will listen. Never ask permission whether they want to go for a ride or not, okay? Never. Just open the passenger door, set them in, tell them you want to show them a couple things, go around, get behind the wheel, and drive out. I always love one point of the sales. When I do that and I drive out and I look at them through the corner of my eye and they go, I always like that. Yeah. That says to me, I'm in what? Listen to this, all of us. We can't control customers in every department we work in. And we're professionals, aren't we? We can't control ourselves. Part-time customers should never be able to out-navigate a full-time salesperson. They all say they want to shop around. They all come into the service department, usually either upset or looking for some extraordinary treatment. They don't know what they're looking for. But we do know what to give them, don't we? No man wants to stop us, by the way. You see, I want to create something, I call this my silent partner. I go nowhere without it. Let me give you a couple ways that I use this so that when you go, you'll know how I use it. I was up in Baltimore and I had it in my pocket and I was waiting to see a guy like Bob. All of a sudden this guy walks, just bam, shows right up beside me. And he says, can you believe they built that new baseball stadium in Baltimore? We already had a baseball stadium. They just played the All-Star game there, Camden Yards. Babe Ruth drank beer right outside of the place. I mean, I'm dying to go see it. He says, can you believe we built that new baseball stadium? We already had a baseball stadium. We didn't need another baseball stadium. Can you imagine what we could have done with all that money had we not done that? You know people that I'm talking about like this, and we hear them on television all the time, and they're all over the place, and they're blaming, and they're whining, and they're crying. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? That kind of person. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden I had this in my pocket, and he keeps it up. And like I'm doing right now, he didn't know it, but I ran my thumb down the edge. And I rubbed the edge like I'm doing with my thumb right now, just like this. And I said to myself, it's time to make a what? Decision. Yeah, decision. I went, look, you take care here. At 50, I had enough of these people. Yeah, I had enough. I had enough of letting customers control me. Negative people, people that refuse to do anything with their lives. I had enough of them. I got to meet enough of these people. I got to make friends with a lot of you in this room that want to go somewhere with your life. I don't care about yesterday. It's when you walk out this room that if I've earned my keep here that I've shared something with you that you can change. That's all I'm interested in. I don't care about your education. I don't care if you ever failed before. If you haven't, you're not human. I mean, you're an alien from some other planet. I don't care about all those other things. I care about if you're willing to change. And hopefully this can make a difference for you in some small way as a reminder. One other story, I was up in Baltimore, I did a meeting like this, and I finished in the morning, and I was all excited. It was a Friday, and I was driving out of there, and I was in a good mood, and I hope you all have enjoyed this because I have, and I was feeling all good like I know I'm going to feel when I walk out of here. Boy, and I was all excited. I got my car, and it was a Friday morning, and all of a sudden, an old man said to me, hey, it's Friday. You've had a great week. Why don't you go to the hotel and watch a little HBO? Have a little ice cream. Get yourself some of that macadamia nut Haagen-Dazs that I like so much. Some famous Amos chocolate chip cookies with pecans. Take a break. And it was raining, too. And he said, it's raining. Nobody buys cars when it's raining. Nobody wants to talk to somebody about doing a meeting when it's raining. And it's Friday. And you've had a good week, so you need to quit. When's the best time to sell a car? Right after you just finished selling one. When's the best time to sell one? Is when you haven't sold one for a while, is to go get a customer. I pulled the car beside the interstate. And all of a sudden I said, oh my goodness, you tell them not to do this and you're getting ready to do the same thing yourself. And I pulled out a list of prospects and I looked down there and the no man said, go to the hotel. And I said, no, go prospect. Go to the hotel, no, go prospect. Go to the hotel, no, go prospect. It's back and forth and back and forth. Only two choices. Either go prospect or go to the hotel. There's only two choices, wasn't it? There was not six, was it, Bob? Just two. All of a sudden I saw Fox Chevrolet and I drove in there and I got my bag out with my no man. You know how I bring it, Bob. I got the umbrella and I walked in. I met this character, this Greek guy, and I really liked him. He said, man, I love it. Let's do it. And I ended up doing a meeting with him. He gave me about 5 references, which led into 25 other meetings with references from each one of those. So I got a lot of success out of it. But please hear this. Sitting on the side of that interstate, it was a very close call. Pre-qualifying a customer? Only two choices. Either stop it or do it. Think about getting agitated with a customer? Only two choices. Either back off and handle them or not. Want to make the effort? The no man says, lay down, do it tomorrow. He's been beating up salespeople for 150,000 years. That's why so many salespeople have great end of the months. Do it then. Wait till then. I've been there. Procrastinate. Put it off. I hope this can be a reminder for you. I've also got something here that you're going to get from the company. Put together a program that I call Never Give Up. And it comes with a coin, a pouch to put the no man in the evening so you can get some sleep. He does love to get in the sleep, doesn't he?
Oh, yes.
Oh, make up in the middle of the night. Oh, what am I going to do? You got to get the rest. As Vince Lombardi said, fatigue will make cowards out of all of us. Please only put it in there tonight. Carry the coin not in the pouch by itself. Also comes with 4 programs, 1 on each side, that I have gone into a studio and recorded as just one-on-one between us. It's not live. It's a lot of information that I didn't share with you today, and I highly recommend that when you play it, if you hear something that applies to you, stop the tape. And then, what's the key word I said? Think. Thank you, absolutely. It also comes with a lithograph picture of the no man and a picture of me. Which everybody wants, right? My wife says if you'll display this in a prominent place in your home, you'll have no more problem with termites. But I do want you to know that this program sells for $69.95, and that Bob has made the decision to give every one of you one from the company. I think we owe him a round of applause on that. Thank you, Bob. Now, before you leave, Ron will give every one of you a program, and it's a gift from the company. And I want to thank you, by the way, for giving me your time this afternoon. And I knew that I was going to enjoy myself. As I said earlier, I liked Bob when I met him. And people are either going to like you when they meet you or they're not. That's really the way it's going to be. I kind of liked you as boring as you are when I met you. I figured I liked this guy. And I liked you even though you're obnoxious. And I even liked the guy that came with the lie about his locker.
The lie, yeah.
No, I believe him. But you see, people really read us. They take us at our own self-appraisal of ourselves. As old Earl Cook told me, if you don't feel good, act like you do. And so you've given me your time today. And I really do appreciate it, because you won't get it back. I think one of the things that scares me the most as I talk to people is hopefully that I connect with some, but the thing that scares me the most is that when they leave, they forget it. And people say to me, yeah, you guys are great, but you're only temporary. And that always has disappointed me. Maybe the coin will help it from happening. But I hope that you will consciously start thinking about who you are and what your potential is, because your potential is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And the human mind has this amazing capacity to change whenever we make the decision to do it. You know, we cut our hand, it heals itself, and we absolutely rejuvenate ourselves. And I don't think ever in the history of America we'll ever see the opportunities that we see now, because the majority are going to hang out with the no man. And I plead with you not to forget the no man, because he sure won't forget you. He won't forget you. And some of you, when you walk out this door, he's going to get you within 3 minutes. And those of you that escape him for the next 3 minutes, he'll get you tonight 65 times, or at least 6 beatings. And always it's coming at us from all around. Because people will not accept responsibility for themselves. They will not be accountable. They will not. Now, I'm very proud to have been in your company. And I'm very proud to be in the automobile business.